first playstyle, just like super duper effective, and rarely makes big mistakes. Like always is just super consistent. Definitely a player you need to be scared of.
A little bit of a go here onto the Nyx Assassin. Might be able to finish him off here. The Spike Carapace gives him a little bit of space. He does have a Mango to go for the stun. He's going to try and dodge his way through the trees. Does so excellently and will still be able to make out. Unbelievable. Oh, he barely gets clipped by the stun, though, and will end up going down. That's going to be the first blood.
That was almost the juke of the century.
That really was. I was like, will stay alive. Puppey makes the rotation up to top lane, though, to boost this safe lane.
Yeah, Vanscore also accidentally misclicking the tornado, so puts it on cooldown, also has enough mana to devour, so we'll have to go back to base now. Not really much he can do.
Forev going to be pushed out. Combination of Shadow Word and Fatal Bonds. It's going to make him go all the way back to the fountain. In fact, oh god, is he actually dead? Oh, wow. That was way more damage than I expected. He had like 250 when I first clicked on him.
It's ongoing. The damage just doesn't stop. Underestimates it, goes down.
Trying to interrupt this pull as best he can. Puppey will be able to bring 2 of the creeps over. Still, though, ooh, mid lane, big dive comes out. They managed to get the Invoker. Forev made the rotation over as a level 4 Tiny.
Some people go for nowadays, typically consider the better builds. Mid one also a very, very aggressive player that likes to get active early, so probably going to be looking to get that quick Blink Dagger and start participating in fights.
MP picks up the level 6, and with that, they make a wraparound with the Lion and catch the Nyx Assassin. Pretty easy to get that kill, especially with the Like Insult. There's not much the Nyx Assassin can do without his own level 6. So, with the illusion rotation.
That's interesting. I was watching mid, I was like, how do you get the kill?
Mid one. Refraction, but it's going to be burned through so quickly, and a nicely placed Sunstrike from Tame My Wild will finish off the kill. Already slowing him down. Another one on its way in 3 more seconds. Turnaround stun will land on Puppey. Sunstrike, is that going to be enough? Almost! If only Vanscore's nuke could hit, but Vanscore turning around like that is actually going to cost him a death against Mid-Wan. They're going to try and go on Mid-Wan instead as the Warlock comes in and drops the Golem, but they only burn through the refraction, now hitting the stun. If they get a little bit lucky with the Golem hits, meld, they've got the burn.
I think you could probably just smoke over there, kill it really quickly with the Sven, and then just sort of walk your way out.
Mid one. Oh, another missed stun there from Shochlo. The stun from the Lion certainly not going to miss, but the Sunstrike, it won't miss either. And that means Mid one is now down for the count. Forev TP's a bit too late. FlipSid are here and take the Ancient Stack for now. They were right, though. Mid one was going to wrap around just as they kind of expected. Shochlo will be able to land that stun. Refraction holds most of the damage at bay, but eventually burns through. And Mid one, maybe, yeah, is going to go down. The last bit of damage will eat through the second refraction, and now they'll still TP in, defend their tier 2 tower. They've taken the stack, keeping Mid 1 down. Everything's looking pretty good for FlipSid Tactics. Not too much to worry about, even the Doom. Well, Doom's going to be saved. A nice Warlock Golem going to be dropped now. The Disarm goes out on the Lycan. Lycan's going to get burned to death by the Doom, and Doom survives. They look for more. Forev takes a spot of damage. FlipSid just don't really...
Going into some other armor items, and like, if those heroes are behind and the other team starts picking up armor items, the game just starts becoming really difficult. You just can't seem to get kills.
Ogre going to be caught by a rotation from the Nyx Assassin. Always nice to have an Invoker on your team with that global presence of the Sunstrike. Toss back of Vanscore straight into the stun from Pylai Die with Mid 1 closing the distance. Nice dodge on the Nyx Assassin stun. Mid 1 will be able to keep on right-clicking and finish off the Doom. But they are losing a lot of ground at top lane. FlipSid Tactics, they've already taken the tier 1.
Desperation play, the TA, with only 2 levels in meld, it's not going to be that quick. FlipSid may end up sniffing this thing out.
Yeah, they already had the ward down. FlipSid did. Nice counter ward situation, though. If they can actually get this kill on Shochlo, that'll be big. But a turnaround 3-man stun. A Sunstrike Rana on the edge will do some damage to Puppey as well as Pylai Die. Sidoi is here in the neighborhood. The Doom's making his way over to Roshan as well. Roger, he poked his head in first. He may actually go down immediately as the target of Secret's Vengeance, but they're going to be able to go on the Doom as well. And chasing Tame My Wild back. Looks like FlipSid Tactics just a bit too split until finally Sidoi to the rescue. Turns around with a nuke, and they manage to get that kill. Mid one is going to be chased away as well. He may end up going down. Pylai Die not hit by the Sunstrike, but the Force Spirits will claim the kill as well. Templar Assassin goes down inside the pit. A 2 for 3 so far. But flip side, they're not done yet. They want the last remaining heroes of Team Secret. MP, he's going to pop the ultimate. Oh no, he runs straight into Puppey. Fortunately, Puppey didn't get hit by that stun, but it doesn't matter. Cedo is too big. He managed to take down the Lycan. Puppey, he goes for a couple kills of his own. He managed to find 2, and now it's just him versus Cedo. Mano a mano, plus the extra help of the pets. Lycan Wolves blocking Cedo, keeping him away from Puppey. Cedo checks the pit, checks on the HP of Roshan, but I'm not sure this is a fight he can actually do all by himself. He gets bashed up by Roshan. Ferev's coming across. He's got the combination ready to go. If he goes on Puppey here, he may be caught in a trap. Ferev close the distance, gets a combination, brings Cedo low, but now Roger here once again to the rescue. Manages to get the perfect ultimate laid down, gives Cedo the space. They'll turn around and go for the Warlock instead. The stun goes out onto the Tiny. Roger's just hoping to get a little lucky with some Warlock Golem bashes, but doesn't actually happen. Secret will back themselves away. Not too happy with the way this situation has gone, especially if they lose mid one. Shotslow's still coming in. Mid one gets burnt down by the Invoker's combination, and they still manage to get the stun on Pylai Die. Vanscourt closes the distance, manages to get the Infernal Blade, slowing down Pylai Die with the nuke. Gets him as well. 2 down already. Flip side taking a lead here in this inevitable, especially against the tankiness of these supports like the Doom. Doom will snag an invis right in front of mid one. They'll still manage to catch him though. Manage to get the Hick stun, lead down the counter wards. They're going to try and burst him down. It looks like they will manage to get it pretty easily. Secret are 5-man right in front of the Roshan pit, and they just found a pick. Are they going to try and complete the big boy finally?
Yeah, it looks like it. Flipside are going to contest this, though, so Sunstrike coming in, not really hitting anyone.
Oh, let's see what Cedo could do. God Strength already popped. He comes in with the Golem. Manages to get the 2-man stun in the cleave. Ripping Team Secret apart. He claims Roshan, grabs the Aegis. 2 down from Team Secret. They thought they could do it, but Flipside contests beautifully, and Secret will lose a 3rd as well as Puppey will inevitably drop Flipside Tactics now. A huge lead in game number 1.
Yeah, Flipside always picking these heroes. So, and now with all these towers down, it's gonna be really hard for him to catch up and farm any damage items. Just really, Secret falling low on damage.
Warlock Golem is down, as well as God Strength. The Team Secret were hoping to be able to fight this one, but it starts off pretty bad for them. The Lion has already been picked, and now Ferev starts getting kited around. That Ice Wall's not going to help either. Ferev does manage to get a decent toss back. Nyx Assassin underneath the tier 3 tower will go down in exchange for the Tiny's life. 70-12. Team Secret, despite trying to force that of your cores, like TA, Lycan, as well as the Tiny, all rely on free support kills, essentially, and they won't have them. In fact, quite the contrary, we're going to see Ferev get gone on by supports. Nyx Assassin leaves the way, Vanscourt follows it up, and the Warlock will help a little bit as well. 18-12 now, as another pick for Flip's ultimate. We're going to see Flipside Tactics go in again, knowing that with some of the, like an ultimate being on cooldown, they still have an advantage, and they're going to find their opportunity. They managed to get a 3-man stun coming out for the Warlock Golems. Cedo follows that one up and takes down 2. Vanscourt will chase away the 3rd. That's going to be Ferev, doomed up all the way back to the tier 4 towers. He may end up going down. He's going to try and make his way to the fountain, but either way, the lane of Rax is going to have some problems here. Shotchlow already setting himself up a tower inside the enemy base. Stun comes out, managed to land on the Lycan while he's in ultimate form, and the Stormbolt also follows that one up. They're delaying this Lycan's progression pretty well. They managed to get a 2-man stand. No! Flipside find the opening. Secret's positioning in team fights is a notable weakness, and Flipside just pounce on that one. They get the 2-man stun straight into the fireball, and Flipside Tactics force the GG out of Team Secret.
This Earth Spirit just...
He's not letting it go, man. He wants it bad. They're actually going to TP up the top lane. Nyx Assassin is in a bit of trouble, but now is going to be saved. A nice 2-man stun followed up. Pylai Die, first to go down. First blood. MP turns against the 3-man, but realizes neither one of the Flipside heroes is low enough for them to actually make it go. Maybe actually Shotchlow almost goes down with the help of Fatal Bonds, but the stomp doesn't land. And they will bolt.
But the Slaughter is going to have a whole lot of free XP in this bot lane. And Invoker also is able to sort of catch up on the XP Puppey around here, so...
Nice stomp into the Sunstrike. And mid one finally gets his vengeance, man. He's like this Bat Rider or something with a recent change. You know, he used to go like no levels of Flaming Lasso, and you go through a drum build, and you just try and like maximize your basic abilities. Ferev almost goes down. Actually will. The last hit comes out from Cedo, just barely. And even swaps around a little bit of HP. Roger smokes up, almost hit by the stomp. That was going to lead into a Sunstrike, but Roger, with that clutch play, will manage to get out. Nyx Assassin was gone on at the top lane by the Lifestealer, but now is going to be turned around on by Tame by Wild. Push back straight into the tier 1 tower. A little bit of extra magic damage, and it's enough. The physical damage comes out from the tower to finish off the Lifestealer at 1 HP. He's there, ready to go with the stomp, and saving mid-one's life. Sure enough, 3-man stomp is good enough. MP's actually going to try and punish here. Comes in with the open wounds. Rogers gets stunned up by the cold snap, and MP and Puppey will beat the support down, punishing him for a failed gank on mid-one.
Yeah, really nice, reasonable timing.
Currently just trying to slow down the push, but doesn't seem like there's going to be too much commitment. Maybe Forev's going to be caught, though. Roger jumps in. Pylai is forced to drop the golem just to try and save Forev, but it's not good enough. NP TP'd in. Went straight for Van Score. Sunstrike not going to land, but it's not needed anyway. Seedoy, half HP, has the Sunder ready to go. The stomp. Oh, TP.
Batrider coming in. They have the sentry and the wards. They know he's here. So stopping any potential gank. Maybe going to try and turn around.
With the dust all ready to go, Forev is going to make the quick stun on the Batrider. The stun comes down from the Earth Spirit, but it's not going to be enough. Even Vanscourt's in serious trouble. The amplified damage. Sunstrike on the mark. Forev nails him first with the crush. And even with that rotation, they'll still be able to get some good damage onto that tower. MP, he goes straight for Seedoy, but now the swap around between the Vendetta hit as well as the Sunder. Shoshlo's hoping to wait for that rage to pop out, land the stun. The slow's there. The stun will land because of it. 5-6 now as they get a little bit of a punish on MP at bottom lane.
Yeah,
You said Terrorblade, pretty damn farms. You're right, 6,500 over the 4,600 that is currently sitting on both the Lifestealer and the Invoker. I was going to ask you a question, but it looks like we're going to have a fight top first. Tier 1 tower goes down. The roll misses, though, because currently a Lifestealer is sitting inside the range creep. The rest of FlipSid pushes forward, hoping to be able to catch mid-one instead, but a stomp slows them down. They may still catch mid-one, though. He's napalmed up. Tame by Wild managed to get the lasso, actually just sitting over him, over the goal-up stun. Will be able to get the kill. Pylai trying to help out as best as possible, but it looks like FlipSid Tactics may just run over these heroes. MP finally pops out of his infested creep, goes for Roger, will manage to nail him. 2 for 3 so far. Team Secret coming out on top in this engagement. FlipSid
a lot of his HP and took him down.
So the Terrorblade is the big threat, right? They kept, the Batrider down for the most part, and eventually he'll get his items. But, kick back, nice play. Mid-one in some serious trouble with the relocate in. Mid-one's definitely dead. He knows that, and that's why he just turns and tries to get the kill on Roger. He does make it a successful 1-for-1. Yeah, this whole team fight dynamic could change in an instant. It used to be Secret could only win fights with Chaotic Offering, but now with the Blink Dagger, they're going to find their initiation. They go straight for the Nyx Assassin. Already one down, and Secret quick to retreat. FlipSid may still be able to catch Forev, though. He's got sprint up in a second, but he's slowed down by the napalm. He almost has his blink up, but the right clicks just keep on coming in. They put the courier on him, making sure get as much vision as possible, too, right? He's the biggest threat. How do you play around him?
Yeah, you just have to pick up the other heroes. Eventually it'll get to the point where whenever all of his team is dead, no real supporting cast, they'll be able to kite him around with the Invoker spells, stomp after stomp after stomp, crushing him. They just have enough kiting spells once his team's dead, so...
Blown. As well as 2 heroes top, it seems like FlipSid Tactics, this could be a good time for them to push down that top lane, knowing that Infest is on cooldown for a bit of time. They managed to get the relocate onto mid lane. Looks like they're trying to make the initiation with a Batrider. Bylai had a nice response, though, with a Chaotic Offering. MP, in the meanwhile, does manage to get the Nyx Assassin, who is trying to sneak his way in with a Vendetta while the relocate came in at the same time at mid. Bit of miscommunication is going to cost them dearly, as they're still going to lose their wisp. The initiation comes out. Metamorphosis, though, is too much for MP to handle. He gets a bit too over-aggressive and gives away his life to the carry of Seedoy.
But in a game like this, where your lineup is so centric around the early game and or not necessarily the early game, but this mid game and putting a lot of
stun in, countered out by Forev and MP's combination. Pylai will be saved once again. Roger getting away. Vanscore may not be as lucky. Tethers to Seedoy. Forev misses out on the stun. Meanwhile, Nyx Assassin going to be caught once again, rolled over by the Meteor. FlipSid have lost 2 of their cores and are forced to retreat. Forev still looks for more, though. Roger's going to be nailed by a Crush and a Sunstrike. Long roll away, but Forev on hot pursuit. A good relocate out will save Roger, but it may not save our Wisp. Our Spirit's going to try and get in position to be able to allow the Wisp to tether away. They're going to need an instant stun for Forev. With the amplified damage, they see where Roger's at, so they just kill Roger instead, and the Wisp gets away. But all that, Vanscore used to relocate to save Roger. He still dies anyway.
To be in a good position, but whenever the game is on even footing, the Slaughter has his Blink Dagger now, so as you can see, the FlipSid just been hemorrhaging kills all over the map, and it's really, really hard not to.
Chaotic Offering used, drop there, as once again, our Nyx Assassin is being scouted out by these counter wards. Guaranteed to kill almost anybody on FlipSid tactics if they find the right person. Shotchlo is sneaking around as the Nyx Assassin, hoping, praying that he won't run into another counter ward, but it's going to be mid where initiation is at. Roger, oh my god, that is a chunk of HP. MP slices and dices the support.
But with heroes off the map, they could be Roshaning, but it's not for sure, and if they are Roshing, they'll be done very, very quickly, so dangerous to push top.
So they can still TP potentially, but never mind, they're not even going to try. Instead, it looks like they're just going to try and claim bottom lane, and they'll be Oh, I thought they were going to be successful, but never mind. Tame My Wild, quick with the fingers, does manage to blink ahead up for Rev's Crush. Still, though, that rotation should get them the tier 1 tower, and this TP probably needs to be canceled. Shotchlo, fortunately, there's no counter vision there, so won't be caught. In fact, he's going to make his initiation. 2-man stun to lead things off with the fire damage over the top. FlipSid Tactics coming in with a very big metamorphosis up Seedoy, but he doesn't actually have the disables anymore to lay out the damage. The relocate, perhaps just a bit damage that it provides. Cheap cost, Echo Saber, great for all these strength heroes. You're going to see this lifestealer, now that he's got all 3 items, Armlet, Desolator, as well as Slardar down. Team Secret should be able to take some control of the mid game, but FlipSid still have some notorious pick-off of the Batrider lead.
Either the Batrider or the Nyx looking for pickoffs, but it's sort of hard, them just wandering around. They sort of have to define the initiations near towers and have the relocates by that, so they have some sort of... the fights aren't too chaotic, but...
Seedoy just gonna be blown up. Secrets. I mean, that was a little bit of nice fortune, simply because they smoked up. They got an invis root on NP, and he was able to run straight into the Wisp and 3-shot him, making sure that there was no relocate out save by Seedoy. But I like what Team Secret did there anyway. Oh, and they're going to find more. They're stuck on the cliff, though, because of this one. 4-staff up in 12 seconds. Still the flip side, right? They have one of those lineups that if they win one team fight, and it's on Secret side of the map, they can easily just, you know, pummel through tier 2s and tier 3 towers. Relocate's going to come in top after a failed initiation. Frev trying to carry MP to safety here, but is going to get lassoed up. MP pops out with a rage, but Tame My Wild's a bit too fast for him. The Golem got dropped by FlipSid Tactics, are still able to push through. Tame My Wild hoping to be able to slow down MP. It looks like it's just Pylai Die who may be the pickoff here. Tame My Wild doesn't actually cut him off, but it looks like Shotchlo will still be able to close that distance. Mid one actually turned on Rogers Earth Spirit, got that kill. Pylai Die is finally going to go down here as he gets stunned up, and Seedoy gets the damage in to finish him off. A 1-for-2 simply because mid one found an opportunity here with the Ghost Walk, and actually he's going to look for more here. Blinks forward, has Vanscore, tornadoes him out. One more right click will finish him off, and he TPs away. Mid one, what a player. He knows FlipSid are hunting down Pylai Die, and he sneaks Roshan. They don't want to get caught inside the pit. It all comes down to this initiation. FlipSid can make their way back into this game if they get the right jump, and they've got it too. Slardar, he's going to be pulled back. A rage wasted. MP's going to try and close the distance with Tame My Wild. He does get him. BKB popped by Seedoy, though, and as he now battles it out with MP. Roger in the background being incredibly dismantling, but Invoker just lays waste to the Nyx Assassin, almost finishing him off, and Will with a tornado on the right-hand side already. We have Nyx Assassin down as well as Roger. We will manage to finally get a kill for Seedoy, but now he has to man up against MP without the Wisp as he quickly goes down to the physical damage, ends up dying 2-5. A full wipe by Team. Oh, yeah, Tame My Wild caught. It's going to be a rough pick off here. He's got the Shadow Blade, though. Maybe Secret don't have any. Oh, never mind.
Ooh.
Here's the gem.
Oh, I thought that was his Yules. Okay, that was mid ones. Yeah, there's no way he's living.
Yeah.
Sort of like they did in this open area. Secret just jumps heroes, runs away, just continues to go in and out, in and out, in and out, and FlipSid doesn't really have the tools to deal with that.
On the hunt for Ev and MP. Make the Nyx assassin disappear like Houdini. They've got one pick off and a push coming in at the top lane. A reload came out from Vanscore, but I believe that was supposed to bring the Terrorblade with him. Either way, maybe it was smart that he didn't bring him. 3 more seconds till the relocate back. Frev stun's coming up. Oh, not quite fast enough. It looks like he may survive. He has to get back to the fountain first. Oh, God. Heals. He's good. He's good. All right. He'll stay alive. They just found it. Seedoy in some serious trouble. They don't have a relocate, so they're going to force the BKB charge out of Seedoy. Oh, mid one might have been. He needs to be careful. He actually just jumps in a little bit too far. They blow up mid one. Now MP. He has to battle up against Seedoy. Seedoy stunned up for the moment by the Abyssal Plate, but the rest of FlipSid, now that the Rage is down, MP is theirs. Rage is still down when he comes back up. 2 seconds, but the kick immediately lands. Can they combo this one up? They Diffuser Blade him, but now the stun comes in from Forev on to 2. They've amplified up Seedoy as well. He needs some help, but he can't get away from MP, who stays on top of him until a 2-man stun. Seedoy turns, he takes them both down. Team Secret lose 3, as well as the Aegis. FlipSid Tactics finally. Power damage, they don't have to.
Yeah, Seedoy actually selling his Dragonlance, getting the Butterfly now. Waited for them to move away so we could get the thing to secret shop, but...
Whoa, Roger gonna be picked off for Evan MP. Finally do find a kill, but a support doesn't really mean too much. FlipSid Tactics.
Yeah, they have this nice ward behind them, so they know if they're wrapping around. They just want to hold this high ground area, and... Oh.
Mass TP's back. Here comes the initiation. Seedoy almost gets blown up, and he does. The relocate not in time, and a full retreat now from FlipSid Tactics. The damage is just too much to Hammond. Oh, and the Golem actually catches Roger in an attempt to TP out. Vanscore, looks like that relocate was actually meant to go top lane, see if they can actually get some damage on that tier 3. If only he was successful in saving Seedoy. It might have been a cute...
There is either coming from behind, or they're going to defend in the lane, or they're going to jump your Terrorblade, and either way, it's really, really risky and highly unlikely that you're able to get any buildings off of that.
MP pops out, will take shot slow, but it looks like Ferez's going to be brought all the way back to the fountain. Tamed by Wild. Again, seems to be trying to hold this game together. FlipSid are not going to go and blow buybacks, nor should they. As they don't have the Metamorphosis anyway, they're going to have to give up at least 1 lane of rack. Secret are going to try and make it 2, though.
Yeah, without the Metamorphosis, it's sort of hard.
Oh, push back and a kick. But they are going to be able to catch Roger, snap him down with a long-range combination between Puppey and Midwan. But still, that was enough. Tactics will rapidly disappear. Secret group up and stay on the high ground. Bylide covering their tracks with the upheaval just in case. Even a stomp going down. Vanscore needs some help, but he won't be able to get the tether on time. 2 more seconds, but he's already down. And now they pop to disarm, but maybe MP, he's controlled up by the lasso, but mid one stops all the damage. BKB finally activated by Seedoy, and down goes MP. FlipSid Tactics will manage to take out the big carry of Secret. Can they get more? Forev pops forward, managed to get Roger, stuns him up, covering the support's track. They need a really good stomp here. Puppey's gonna get it with the help of the Golems. Midwan comes in from behind. He's already taken out the Terrorblade, and he looks for more too. Secret, they don't need MP. They take down FlipSid Tactics by themselves. Tame My Wild barely staying alive until Shadow Word finally brings him low. Midwan, he was being dumped on. And
FlipSid down. The game is looking really grim. Almost no way they can defend this, even without the Lifestealer.
Jump in, Forev, and there's a combination. Wisp gone once again. They've taken the mid lane of Rax, and Midwan's physical damage is actually off the charts with that alacrity. They should be able to make short work of bottom lane. FlipSid are going to be left with one last do-or-die fight, and it's still going to be a 3 versus 5 with the initiation coming out on Seedoy. Oh, is that a Manta dodge, or maybe just a little bit short there with a Puppey ult? Either way, Seedoy doesn't take the damage, but he's being kited around quite excellently. The melee Rax is going down while he's still stuck inside the ice wall trying to make his way back to the fountain. That'll be Megas. FlipSid Tactics are going to have to fight against the ultimate challenge, and Roger is still going to go down. 60 seconds gone for him. FlipSid Tactics now have to fight this one out, not just against Mega Creeps, but a 4 versus 5 for the next minute.
Yeah, and even if Secret did back, I'm not sure if FlipSid is a lineup that can defend versus Megas.
They've got the pullbacks. Lardar is the choice here. They're going to try and beat him to death without Metamorphosis, and it looks like they've got him too, but there is going to be the Nyx Assassin who dies to the Meteor combination from Secret. A buyback from this Lardar. He wants to end this game, and, well, they've got the numbers now for sure. Bat Rider ties to MP's combo. He's got the MKB as well, so they can make short work of Seedoy, who they've not caught with the stomp. He chunks down to MP's physical damage, and finally the GG is called, the series being evened out by Secret in Game 2.
Yeah, just a draft very Secret favored. The exact opposite of
Being point, essentially, for you. And if you fail that, then game might be over.
a lot of it, I think, just comes down to the quality of the teams and if they can pull off that timing. And, you know, like teams like Wings and stuff, they can do any strategy they want because their execution is just, like, perfect for a, you know, less experienced.
Now, guys, just roleplay like these two European teams are playing on Perfect World servers. Pylai Die, tether away over to Puppey, is going to be able to make the escape away from Vanscore, but can he get away from Seedoy? No, he absolutely cannot. The spin's going to go down. Puppey will invis himself away, but it looks like the Voodoo Restoration...
As soon as possible. So keeping out of range of the spin and keeping him alive. He may have actually gone down if MP was able to get in range of the spin.
MP will be able to get on top of Roger. It looks like they're okay with Chen dying. If they could just get a kill in return on Pylai Die, the last couple of right clicks, a little bit more, and they've got him. A one-for-one trade-off there. Support for support with the Chen creep still in lane. FlipSid continue to park this Chen at the bottom lane and just taking the extra bit advantage of the hard creep camp that is available. Mid lane, CS seems to be going all right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looks like they got a Juggernaut. How did they get a Juggernaut kill? What the hell? They caught him farming this neutral camp. Claim a haste, so he can make a quick jump over to that bottom lane if FlipSid stick around. Normally these aggro tri lanes, oh, hold on, MP sounds up a little bit, paralyzing cast. They get some damage out. MP is going to turn, trying to go on Vanscore with the help of Forev, who's got the Ravage ready to go. They can easily get this kill, but maybe MP is going to die first. The nuke's not enough. Forev now drops the Ravage. Witch Doctor still alive, but in the back line, looks like they close the distance with the Drone Ranger. Easily execute him 1-2 and lead the Vanscore. Witch Doctor stuck in the trees for last and make it a 3-kill tri-lane. 4-4 now, 6.5 minutes in. Secret's rotations even the game up.
Yeah, it's exactly what they needed to do. That haste turn really working out for them. Otherwise, it's sort of hard for him to get into position. As Secret doesn't have too good of setups, but Forev coming in with the gush, really nice rotation from him as well. Just setting them up, getting the 3 kills, getting them back into the game, and threatening a kill in this Dragonite as well. They may be able to get this. Yeah,
they just stay grouped up together, make the rotation across, and this is big. I mean, that rotation bottom lane obviously really offset.
It's not really the kind of kills you can give up as a Dragonite. Being a hero with Snowball as he is, whenever you die like that early on, it's going to slow down his tread, it's going to slow down whatever item he goes for after. Maybe a Dragon, it's maybe a Shadow Blade, but...
Oh, look at that damage. You said Forev, he's going to go for the early level of Gush, and it's proving to get kill after. Late for the tier 1 tower, and a bit too late to get the proper kind of initiation. MP is just going to go on a Vanscore with the spin, but again, the Voodoo Restoration makes the difference here. Tame My Wild, though, he's still in trouble. He's gushed up on the slash, brought down. FlipSid will lose one of their cores, but still managed to get that tier 1 tower.
If he gets in range, it's definitely a free kill with the relocate, just freshly acquired. And Seedoy TP to the lane, so he has no free TP out. I think he's about to die.
Yeah, Seedoy definitely not expecting this one. They're even going to TP the Mirana in just as the extra bit of help. Clearly not needed, though. The Drone Ranger is brought low pretty easily. As a result,
it's a pretty crucial one, so there are some bright spots in this. Timber is also a very farm, so it's going to have a good timing on his Bloodstone, but Timber went up versus a lot of heroes that have kill potential on him, unless he's ahead or at least in a position where he's very tanky.
Oh,
doesn't do too well.
Arrow. It nails Vanscore, but the Voodoo Restoration is still enough to keep him alive against this spin. And now, the silence on mid one, they're going to be able to bring him down. A very important kill. The wraparound from Roger won't catch anything more, but FlipSid, our score. knowing that FlipSid really can't contest him because he's got the Ravage ready to go. If they turn on Forev, they're easily going to be able to get that kill. They actually came in from the behind, though. They do manage to nail Roger, though, with an arrow, bring him down. Puppy's going to be the trade-off, though. 1 for 2 so far. FlipSid Tactics fighting it out with their cores. The Ravage is ready to go, though. It'll land onto 2. They're going to focus down Tame My Wild first. He turns for Pylai Die, getting the stun. The Drone Ranger will pick up the kill, but the Timbersaw quick to fall. Seedoy now has to make an escape away from 3 Secret heroes. That's just not going to happen. Secret win the fight, keep their off-lane tower alive, and Secret will take the safe lane tower on top of everything else, despite the laning.
Able to pressure all 3 heroes and been uncontested, but a little bit of a, like you said, a tactical mistake.
A small error from FlipSid has led to so much more. Secret now have a mech. They're going to try and relocate into the river here and fight this one out. MP just spins forward straight into the enemy team. Forev is helping, leading the way with a little bit of a mech. They've got the stun, though, on the Juggernaut, and they manage to bring him down. Nobody down from FlipSid. They all looking healthy. Puppy's going to get caught. Looks like, no, he actually managed to get away to the side. A little bit of chop from the Chakram, as well as a blast from the Satyr. Be able to get this tier 1 offlane tower. Forev being slowed out. Maybe it's Secret's turn to make the mistake, thinking that they could fight that one. Forev's going to lose his life as he's inevitably slowed down and right-clicked apart. Arrow nails on the Witch Doctor, but nothing's going to come of it. FlipSid Tactics, very big win here, but never mind. FlipSid, they're going to guard Roger as he's nailed by the arrow. They make sure there's no opportunity for Secret to find a pick. Secret are still going to try and force this one. They don't have the Tidehunter just yet. Shotchlo is going to be the target here. Has a Timber Chain up in 1 more second. They've already TP'd 1 hero off. That's a Drone Ranger gone from this fight. So this is free reign for Secret to get as many picks. Nice bounce there from the Shuriken. He's going to be able to stop a couple of TPs. Roger goes down, as well as Vanscore's Witch Doctor. That's going to be 2 track kills for Secret. Again, a small error from FlipSid bleeds gold to the Secret team.
Yeah, you really can't give up track kills like that. Looks like FlipSid wants to take this fight, knowing that the Pano doesn't have her eggs yet. Even though Tide has Ravage, it's a little bit risky, but Healing Ward is down at least.
Bodyguard Satyr, oh, but a Ravage nails 4. 3 grouped up, and they just wipe through almost all of them. Tame My Wild will be able to tank most of it, though, with a Haste Rune. He managed to get away. MP is the target, but the Invis is actually helping him out. The Moonlight Shadow manages to help MP dodge enough damage to stay alive. Shotchlo, last one left for FlipSid inside the fight. He'll go down, and it only cost them a wisp. Dragonite, the lone survivor.
Fighting creep.
Oh, Pylai Die is going to be the target here. Does have a tether, but doesn't actually get enough distance to zip away. They will manage to nail him with the paralyzing cast. Moonlight Shadow buys him some time. Is he actually going to be able to get away? Relocate, silence, but it's not good enough. He'll relocate out, come back in a few seconds, but he may not be dead. It looks like Secret, they're going to set up some sort of rescue mission here, maybe, for the Wisp. Fred's going to be able to come in. He's got the Blink Dagger ready to go. Waiting out for the Ravage. Looks like he got stunned by Tame My Wild and won't be able to get off a Ravage right away. In fact, he's silenced now by Seedoy. They've lost. Again, initiation is a bit lacking on their corner. They could still lose this fight against Forev with his Blink Dagger Ravage ready to go. Snatches a Haste Rune away from Tame My Wild. Forev's got mobility for days now. Chakram comes out, does a good amount of damage. Silence misses, though. And now Forev, it looks like he sees his opportunity. He's going to run straight into all of these heroes. Hits the 4-man. Mirana right there on the side goes straight for Seedoy, but the heals come through. The sustain from FlipSid wins out, and now it looks like Secret is forced to back away until MP comes in. The Timbersaw overextends himself. He goes down. Roger looks for the kill on MP. Can't quite get it. MP makes his way around the trees. Tame My Wild, meanwhile, his ultimate now run out is going to be an ineffective core for this fight. Tries to TP away. Barely makes it away. Seedoy, caught by MP, is brought low by the Omni Slash. That's 3 down from FlipSid in this fight. And certainly help, but they are going to be scouted out here. The arrow nailing Roshan, giving FlipSid nice little time to be able to hit him. Oh, relocate actually going to come straight onto the Dragonite, but he's got the blink, so he will stay ahead of this attempted jump here from Secret. They spin right in, though. Forev, he may not have the Ravage, but he's right in Seedoy's face. Does manage to get that kill with the help of MP. Vanscore lays out the Death Ward. They go for the Wisp, but he gets relocated out of the fight just in time. Roger, meanwhile, he's dead, and so is his creep army. Midwan makes short work of that one. Shashlo zips on through, but straight into 4 heroes, and he doesn't have any backup. He's just a goner. 3 already gone from FlipSid as they attempt to go for the Roshan, scouted out by the Mirana arrow and Secret. FlipSid Tactics not going to give up just yet. Looks like they're going to try and catch mid-one here. Vanscore was hiding in the trees, but he doesn't actually manage to get a paralyzing cast out. Mid-one hit himself away, but won't be able to make the blink out. Shotshow's here. Does manage to get some damage out onto mid-one. He's just getting distance for a blink dagger. Not able to do it just yet. 2 more seconds. Chakram juked away. Mid-one almost makes it out, but no. He loses that Aegis. Can they get him a second time? Seedoy ready to go. Leap. Blink out. TP, and mid-one looks like he's good. Pile-eyed eye. He came in, thought he needed to help the Mirana, but actually just is going to give FlipSid a free kill. In the meantime, they did manage to get the Dragonite. Here comes Forev. He killed the Dragonite. He's here for even more. He's got FlipSid down with 3, and Shotshlow with the TP out. Manta barely makes it away from the physical damage, but foreseeable future.
Yeah, the bounty with a Crimson Guard now as well, so massively mitigating the Drow's damage.
Arrow nails him, and all the sustain in the world from that Voodoo Restoration won't be able to get him that kill. They'll get a little bit more to Roger. Yet another track kill. Going to Team Secret as they pick apart FlipSid one by one.
It's a massive wave spit now, so gonna be able to clip a whole lot of the heroes, just continue to help them chase them down the track.
FlipSid struggling to stop the bleeding here. They're going to try and come in with Tame My Wild to make the jump, but with Mirana making her entrance straight into the Drone Ranger, bursts her down with the magic damage. And now they're even pursuing into the Tier 3 tower. MP, he's got the Omni Slash ready to go, and he sees those track kills available for him. Witch Doctor turns around, tries to throw out the Death Ward, but it's his death that comes apart as that ward does very little as the Omni Slash brings him down. Shotshlow deep past the Tier 4 towers. Team Secret will claim him too. Tame by Wild can't even make it back to the base. He's going to be caught by the Gush. Attempts to armlet toggle, but no such luck. Team Secret wipe FlipSid inside their own base at 27 minutes and force FlipSid into an early GG.
Yeah, their lineup was able to win this game. It was hard. They had to execute well and play very, very cleanly, but a couple...
So perhaps the Bane. It looks like they managed to scout out Puppey, and they will manage to get the dust on him. Nightmare him up, surround the poor Puppey man, and beat him down before the dust expires. That'll be a free first blood for Roger.
Yeah, definitely a nice start for the Earth Spirit, getting some early XP. Can get to his boot up top lane, but this Invoker will be sort of left off dry, so... He's still not having a great landing stage, but I guess that's the price they're paying.
The roll comes in, kick into the Tier 1 tower. Tame My Wild's going to take a lot of damage. Fairy Fire popped, but Tame My Wild easily stays alive. And Puppey is rather ineffective in comparison. Quite as early, he won't be able to make an early rotation up to top or anything like that. And if he... forbid he gets shut down a little bit. Oop, Tether gets Pile-eyed Eye some distance, but a nice double kick will be able to nail and finish off Pile-eyed Eye. MP even takes a couple of shots as he retreats as well. Bottom lane, call goes out. Sunstrike looks like it was a little bit too late. Shotshlow heals it all off.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know about going this Vanguard. This top lane is not going that well. It was going okay early on, but now Drow getting the treads, getting some more levels in Precision Aura. They're starting to get zoned out pretty hard, so only the brown boots right now. 14 CS on both him and mid one, so this Axe is gonna have to get really farmed. And does get the solo kill, so
yeah,
they're going for the Vanguard and making it work.
Yeah, there's some farm for you. On the Queen of Pain, obviously with the Drow aura, she's having a pretty decent mid lane, but hasn't managed to pick up a kill just yet. And is going to try and rotate bottom. Shotshell's got the Chronosphere ready to go. Tame My Wild, he has an ult of his own, but can they actually take down the tanky Axe? They need a little bit of extra help. Vanscore is going to be here with the pure damage. They've got the ultimate ready to go. Forev stuck inside the trees, but gets a little bit of a spin up against the FlipSid heroes that's just trying to kite this hero as best as possible, holding on to the disables to make sure there is no chance at a TP out. Shotshlow brought low, but not low enough for a chop, and the Axe will eventually go down. It took them a while, a lot of resources being spent.
Still has that for any possible turnaround stop.
Yeah, it's all they use is the Chronosphere, and that's kind of... I mean, you want to use the Chronosphere as early as possible. This does leave Seedoy a little bit high and dry. The Bane isn't here to be able to save him, so Secret immediately try and get aggressive on him. Roger fails to get the turnaround kill onto Puppey, and it looks like he'll still die as well. Unable to have a roll for a few more seconds, and MP's just too fast with the Tether to play Ring Around the Rosie against.
Yeah, that was a really, really nice rotation, realizing how much time they spent down there. Multiple TPs, the Quap's super low on mana.
Fails this time around from FlipSid.
Yeah, it's a pretty massive misplay from Roger right there, not saving the kick or at least using the stun instead of just the normal kick. So costing them that kill, and that's all their ults used, well, except for the chrono. So.
MP, that wasn't the right click you wanted to go for. Chronosphere just came back up, so they will make short work of MP this time around. A little bit of aggression at top lane gets Pylai die caught, and MP falls as well.
Yeah, just getting a little bit over aggressive. This early game definitely going a lot better than the last one. They have a little bit more breathing room, not quite so much as absolutely need to deathball. They have a little bit better of a scaling mid in the quap. Here that is open.
They almost caught him. The Shuriken's not going to go out in time. Looks like Pylai Dai will still manage to finish up the kill, though. They get Seedoy, but they're going to lose their 2 supports forward after a couple of rotations from FlipSid.
Yeah, they're really focusing on getting an early advantage in these lanes.
I guess the lane's getting a bit easier for him as supports are rotating out. Obviously, the beginning of the lane was quite tough, but now he's got better sustain thanks to little bit of feast and some damage, as well as the infest, I guess, to be able to get back. Bounty Hunter finds a kill on Roger. Was that even? Yeah, that was a Sunstrike use, so that was a combination kill.
I think he missed the Sunstrike. He was fighting with the Forge Spirit, and the Sunstrike whiffed a little bit. The Forge Spirit got him low enough to where Puppy could burst him.
I'm surprised Puppy was able to do the kill alone. He will be caught, though, by Tame My Wild, who does manage to get the successful dust and a dominating spree.
But it's definitely easier for Seeker to get initiation, whereas FlipSid, they only have the chrono, him jumping in, the blink axe call, so things definitely a little scary right now.
The TP comes in, and Forev instantly goes for the call, stalled up by the Chronosphere as well as a Fiend's Grip, but the damage they're outputting may not be enough. Forev finally brought low by the pure damage combination of the Bane and the Queen of Pain. Puppy's going to wrap around, though. He's going for Seedoy. They have the Infest pop out. That's going to be your first of the bounty kills. 1-for-1 trade-off on cores. Tame My Wild goes down to the right clicks of mid one. He gets enough. He's taking a lot of right-click damage from the Void as well as his damage over time from the Earth Spirit, and will eventually fall because of that. Roger continues and gets a nice kick out. A lot of damage on the Puppy as well. They see him too. The vision's out. The dust popped on him, and they'll manage to get a 3rd kill. Vanscore picks up the mega kill streak, and P's just hoping to be able to even out the score, though. Get the support kill of Roger, who unfortunately has absolutely no mana and only 1 stone to his name. So he goes ahead, calls it quits. A 3-for-3 exchange, but Secret keep their tier 1 step away. Gets the call almost. Tame My Wild blinks himself away. Nice reactions from him once again. He's been doing okay all series long. It looks like they're going to be able to find Puppy. The relocate is coming in, though. They're going to try and fight this one out. Tame My Wild has the blink up. Oh, and a Fiend's Grip. That's going to be stopped out by Forev, but he's immediately pushed back with a silence. A double stun goes down, buying Vanscore's space to stay ahead of Forev. No Culling Blade today. Forev is just going to be kited around by Seedoy, who is now having to deal with the Cold Snap Forge Spirits combination coming out from the Invoker. Still, though,
they get heroes bursted during the axe call. There's not really much they can do to take the fight from there.
Kick away. MP pops the rage, turns. It's still going for Roger, but he's already down low when the Chronosphere's up. Oh no, Tame My Wild actually jumps into that one. He's got the ultimate, though, and it looks like Puppy as well as the Lifesteal are both very dead, so Tame My Wild goes for a little bit more. He is going to be called up by the axe, though. Maybe he blinked too far. The team trying to help him out. Nice sleep. Dodged a little bit of damage, and now they continue to kite. Forev, a big nuke comes out. Misses Pylai die, but it doesn't matter. They get that kill anyway. Forev is brought down, half HP, hoping to be able to get the shot slow. Force staffed away, unable to get the Culling Blade, and now it's just left up to mid one, fighting up against Tame My Wild, who mans up, goes for this kill, will just barely be able to get it, but dies to the Forge Spirits in return. Mid one picks up the triple. But again, FlipSid walk away the betters of the team fight. Buy a little bit more time for Invoker to get some little bit more farm up, and Lifestealer can make a slight comeback too, and just farming the jungle.
I think.
Oh, no, poor Roger doesn't make it out. He's just praying that the Roshan will take the kill. The sleep goes down, dodging the Sunstrike, but Lifestealer will still take the kill in the end. So a free pickup, relocate costs, but it's a track kill, so well. Yeah, trying to sneak that one in. Tame My Wild is tracked up, but hasn't made his way into the Roshan pitch just yet. And in fact, he's going to jump forward, but he's right into the trap of Forev and MP. They get a Queen of Pain kill, and it now looks like FlipSid's attempts at Roshing are going to be completely dashed. FlipSid, they still trying to make a go of it, maybe because they saw the Invoker at top.
Squishy, that if you're not ahead, that you get caught one time by one disable, you just evaporate, and it'll be like that for the rest of the game most probably.
They've been spotted. Roger, he's going to have to make a roll out of here. Turns around, goes for the kick. It looks like Vanscore may be caught. Forev managed to get a call onto him. Roger does go down. Forev, though, is going to be caught playing the price, though, for trying to catch that extra kill. Silenced up. Uh-oh, looks like poor MP, he may be going down. He has to armlet toggle a little bit. Does manage to get the rage off. Sleep goes down. Buying Tame My While the second or two. Sunstrike will land on him, taking a good amount of damage, but he still managed to blink away from the engagement. Secret bouncing around. It's going to be up to mid one to try and change this one. As you can see, a third hero is going to go down the Chronosphere. Catching Puppy. Mid one unable to find an opening for an extra kill. FlipSid have 2 cores up plus a Bane.
Where Storm has like Ball Lightning that allows him to scale really well into the late game. And still do damage because of overcharge.
Whoa, Forev tries to make this initiation by himself. The sleep goes down on Tame My Wild, and now the Fiend's Grip onto Forev. A solo YOLO play from Forev does not pay out any dividends, as he just gives away a free kill to Vanscore, who's now on a monster kill streak. Jesus. Somebody's out of the meta. He's doing quite well for himself. The Gust isn't actually going to catch the relocating heroes, though mid one actually jumps forward to catch Roger, seeing if he could get the extra kill because they know they have the Drone Ranger dead. That is just the Aegis, though, and Secret know that the rest of FlipSid are on their way. It's going to be Shotchlo trying to lead the way with his Blink Dagger and a Time Walk to catch the Chronosphere, and he does get him. MP, he's going to be the target. Puppy walks into it as well. They manage to get the Orchid onto MP, ensuring his death. Puppy still trying to make his way out, though, but with the gem in hands and now the disable to keep Puppy in place, they easily claim a third kill. A pickoff on Axe turns so much worse for Team Secret, and all they can hope.
Really nice small play there. Able to get that tower down, so now pushing the base much easier. And the Drow still full HP.
It's going to be harder to go. Oh, Chronosphere actually goes out. Looks like they caught Puppy. They did not manage to get Forev, though. He still managed to blink forward, but it doesn't matter, as now MP pops out, but it's straight into the Fiend's Grip. Vanscore, once again, in masterful position of this game, will manage to counter Team Secret's aggression. 2 of the cores down. 1 of them has buyback. MP does not, though, and this may be FlipSid taking a late range of racks. We're going to see FlipSid actually trying to retreat now after the buyback of Forev. He managed to get the call onto Roger. Doesn't get the Culling Blade this time around. They get 1 support, but they need a whole lot more. Seedoy, he's on at the side. They managed to get the Ghoul Scepter, and that's going to be a Drone Ranger, a big pickoff. If it was just Roger for the buyback on Forev, that would have been well worth it for FlipSid, but now they've lost the Void. They've lost backup. Coming in, he baits a little bit. Now the relocate in. Forev goes for the call, misses out. Now he's orchid it up. Unable to stop Roger from retreating. Tame My Wild takes a good amount of magic damage. Looks like Roger's still going to be the pick, though. Secret. Somehow, mid one went from a terrible position, falling into a trap set. But a Pilot Dice relocate was a little bit slow. Still managed to get Roger.
More on the defensive side, not so deep in.
Oh, the call comes out. They're going to go straight for Seedoy, but a Chronosphere is here, locking down two cores. But can they actually keep Seedoy alive? They manage to get the Orchid out, preventing the Culling Blade, but MP still gets the damage. Nice Tornado coming on through. It's going to be able to land a huge Meteor onto the Bane, as well as the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain blinks out, but Roger's left in the tail end of that damage. Will still go down. A relocate forward, but Shotchlo, thanks to his mobility of Blink and Time Walk, will get away until Midwan says hello. He's got the Yule Scepter. Cold Snap preventing the Time Walk away for a second. He still gets the distance, but Secret just keep on trucking on through. They tank the tier 3 tower. Be damned. They go for a jump away, but it's still the Shuriken follows through. Midwan claims that kill and jumps for even more. Tame My Wild right in front of his fountain, though. They do seem kind of aware of the potential jump here. Seedoy pops his Manta. That's just going to be more targets for Forev. He does not have the Lifestealer inside of him, it looks like. Seedoy pops a BKB and now turns with the Fiend's Grip and kills Forev farther down. Hops out, but straight into the Chronosphere he goes. MP, a bad time to leave, as now he's going to be caught by yet another ult, and now the Yule Scepter on Pilot Die stops the relocate as he attempted to save MP. FlipSid will get a third kill. Secret were so close to being able to close out this game potentially, but now they've given fresh life to FlipSid.
Yeah, Rev just going a little too over aggressive and them getting the really nice
break apart. He's always going to go for one of those extra picks. Midwan's going to go in straight into the Tame My Wild and immediately pops out the Force Spirits, unable to get the Cold Snap down in time. He gets Orchided first, but now the call comes down. Culling Blade sure to come in, but the Silence first, and they will get the Queen of Pain, but not the extra movement speed to be able to save the Invoker. Forev is eventually beaten to a pulp as Seedoy comes in with the Manta, but it cost them 2 kills already. 2 cores for a core and a support. Not a bad. Secret happy with that exchange. The bottom lane pushing in. It looks like they're going to back themselves up now. 1 melee racks up once again.
Yeah, mid one being cheeky, just sort of getting in their heads, messing with his quap, throwing sunstrikes. Really just been very, very flashy this game, making a lot of cool plays, getting some pickoffs, and just being a thorn in Flipside's side.
Oh, the relocate in. They've got a Chronosphere in just one more second, but Shotslow, he jumps in for the time walk, won't be able to get the Chronosphere out now. Tries desperately, but the cold snap, it's too much. MP, he takes out the Void, and now no Chronosphere to be able to hold down that Invoker means MP is just able to go straight for Roger. And Flipside, they've blown some serious ultimates as well as now a BKB, and are just left with a pesky tier 2 tower before they can siege the bottom lane. That being said, their Aegis is now worn out. They're still going to try and find the initiation. They just warded up. Shotchill immediately kills that ward, but for Rev, oh, that was a whiff there. He tried to go for the blink call. The Chrono does manage to land, but he still managed to relocate out. Bounty Hunter's down. He drops his gem. MP with the double damage tries to go for Cedo, but the damage is too much. This fight inside the jungle turns well into the hands of Flipside as they catch 2 and going to be able to get a 3rd now as Pylai Die unable to do anything about his relocate. So Flipside win the defensive fight. They can now push forward, try and be on the side trees, but now Flipside, they're going to be the ones who could be initiated on. Shotchill's going to try and take out that ward, but it's going to be Cedoy. He's initiated on, but on for Rev. Vanscore does manage to save him, though, in the Fiend's Grip. That's the mistake they were looking for. With the Chronosphere onto 2, they can go for so much more. Pylai Die tethers into the Chronosphere. Tornado just trying to disrupt this damage as best as possible. MP still in trouble, pops a Rage, turns, and fights up against the Queen of Bane, but he had to blink up. Id one, he's the one manning up. He goes straight for Cedoy with the Disarm still up. Yule Scepter, and all of a sudden he realizes this is no longer a man fight he can take. Flipside control the Invoker and bring him down. Mid one goes down for the first time in such a long time. 100 seconds down. Flipside, there is a real opening that they can possibly take some control of this game. They're going to go first for Roshan and Secret. Oh, they're going to fight this one. Puppy's leading the way, but Forev, he's got the double call. He's going to be able to grab Cedoy. A sleep goes down, saving Cedoy's life, but he's already so low. He pushes them back, tries to get the distance. The heal goes down. Eventually, though, he will drop. Mass buybacks coming out. Flipside, bop. But there's a chance they may get caught in the pit, so instead they're going to go for a smoke and push through into the secret shop. Cedoy sitting there. He's going to pop the smoke, but they already managed to get the call. Attempted man to dodge, isn't going to make it, and Cedoy, he's gone. And already, Chronosphere is actually coming back up. They can actually fight this one. Chronosphere into 2, but Queen of Pain nowhere to be found. They get a Fiend's Grip onto MP, but they need some physical damage, and they just don't have it. Flipside, stop. Cold Snap onto Vanscore, brings quick stopper there to the Fiend's Grip. Vanscore trying to make his way back to the tier 3 tower after a sleep, but Midwan catches him, blinks forward with the Ice Wall, 80 seconds down on 2 cores, and it looks like Tame My Wild may be falling as well. Yule Scepter has a blink up in a second. Forev unable to get the call, but the slow is still there. Midwan, the Beast, a triple kill, almost gets the quad. A teammate takes it in front of him, but still, Midwan jumping forward, dominating this fight, and Team Secret will go straight for the tier 4s with no more buybacks left on Flipside. They call it GG. Congratulations to Team Secret, who will be one of the European teams qualifying for the Dota Pit LAN final.
Yeah, Mid One really showing off his prowess this series, playing extremely